Hey, what's going on YouTube? Here we are once again at the Khrysos property. Now today's task is pretty straightforward. We just came out here basically to collect some material from these two ore bins, and we're gonna bring some material back and crush and run over our gold concentration table. Should be pretty fun. Pretty straightforward. We're also gonna poke around, see if we can find some new vein exposures, and yeah, hope you enjoy. So here we are at the Kami. Just found this old channel sample. I'm thinking that this might be the channel sample that's described in the old reports. Seems to confirm the little quartz breccia zone. As you can see, there's stringers cutting this material. And the quartz itself is mineralized. You can see just pockets of pyrite. Now the report also states that areas with high sphalerite content are also the most gold bearing. So we actually broke into this pocket and sure is looking well mineralized. I don't know if it's showing up in the video, but that is sphalerite and pyrite pockets. So we're definitely going to grab a sample of this material. It's looking very interesting. Cheers for now. Hey, what's going on? So we're back at the home lab now. Here's our pails of material from those drums. Now these are mostly random pieces, just picked by size, but you know, a couple of them made it in there that are loaded with sphalerite, so apparently that's where the gold hides. This one's really nice. Still need to break them up a little bit more. So I've been spending the morning setting up the gold table. As you can see, these pads were still moving around a little bit, so I got some sandbags to try to stabilize everything. I'm pretty happy with where it's at right now. Fixed the water issue. I actually added a little valve here so I can control water flow right at the table, and got water hooked up. And over here is a discharge. I extended them. I've got some new hose and extended them to be able to reach the buckets so stuff isn't splashing around. This one here is the gold concentrate, middling, and tailings. Tailings goes into this big bin here. Now, for the sake of this experiment, I'm going to join these two into one pail. See if we can concentrate down some material. I think we're almost ready to fire up the crusher and get to work. Well, I think it's about time we start making some dust. What do you say? It's going to be dusty and hot. Well, as you guys saw earlier, the crusher really is very finicky about the size of material it can handle. So here we have a pail of some really small material. Now, if you're wondering how that came to be, let's just say that was maximum effort possible. So we'll just run this pail, crush it down, and then do our test on the gold table.
I cursed the day and blamed the world
we're about halfway through the test, and I did have to stop it a couple times to figure out my level here, but it's working well right now. The heavies are going where they should be. The middlings are working well now, and I think hopefully there's not too much in terms of heavies ending up in the tailings. Now what I will do is I will rerun the middlings, just because my trough system here for the tailings isn't working perfectly, and I think there's some contamination between the tailings and my middlings. So I will rerun this material, but first I'll finish running what I have left in my bucket. But that is just an insane amount of sulfides going into the concentrate. That's looking really well. Right on. So here we are. Here's what we got from our experiment. Sample 09. That is from our concentrate bin, and it is just basically pure pyrite, possibly sphalerite. It's pure metal. Sample 10 is our middlings, and it is a mixed bag of metal and quartz, but it definitely looks more metal than quartz. So basically these two are just metal. Sample 11 is going to be from our tailings. Now we're going to be sending this off to the assay lab. I'm hoping this one will have no gold, and these two, or mostly this one, will have the gold. But yeah, haven't got to draining the tailing pond yet. I'll just, once I drain it, I'll just get a couple scoops and send it off to a lab, and then the lab will measure these two for weight, and we have the initial weight of the dry material, so we can subtract these two weights from the dry, and then that will give us the weight of the tailings in theory, and hopefully there will be no gold there, and all the gold will be in these two samples. Cheers for now. We'll see what happens.